Whistler's mother. Hey, famous painting that, Raymond. Raymond.
Hey, what's going on, Rokk? What's going on, buddy? Good
Wow,
to
how
see
are
you.
you, mate? How are you? How are you?
I'm
How
doing
are
great.
you? Are you?
Went to the movies with the
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
My son's at camp, so I get a little break during the daytime to
Oh,
play
that's the
some
old
games.
American camp thing that you guys do. Very unique, I
He's
believe.
actually at a baseball game. He's
Is
at
he?
the San Francisco Giants versus the Marlins.
Oh,
So he is at that game.
oh,
So
nice. This is
yeah,
part of the camp experience.
yes, yep, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So how
he's
how long? I mean, I know, and it is a big American thing. We don't. I mean, I'm sure there are some places that do it, and I
Mhm.
know we send kids off for a week with school. They tend to go abroad, down to France or wherever.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
how long are they at these camps, Ray, in the
Well, no,
States?
no. It's just I pick them up. So basically,
Yeah.
I drop them off at 8 in the
Ah, I
morning, and
see.
then I pick them up at like 5 o'clock.
Oh, that's
And so
cool.
so and they have a big bus, and they take the kids on field trips and stuff. So they go
Oh,
to the
that's nice.
beach. They go out to San
Wow.
Francisco. They go to Monterey Aquarium, the
Mm.
fish aquarium, and so
So it's a
yeah.
nice social thing. Gets to hang out with, and these are all people that he may not have known before, presumably, because they're not like from his school or anything. Some of them, maybe.
Some of them he went
Hmm.
to, they know him because he went to a school with maybe a couple of the kids he might know, and yeah, but hey, it gets
Oh,
him
that's
out of
nice.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's up, Rock Murph? What's up?
Yeah. What is up, Romoth? Hope you're well, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see Cloud and Console as well. Hope
Rue
you're well.
and Nads over there.
Ruse Nads.
Yeah,
We got a thing in the UK, mate. Have you ever heard of
yeah.
Nads in the UK? Not Nads, our good friend from
You know
Canada.
what? I think you mentioned something a long time ago, but refresh my
Ask
memory.
Phoenix. She knows all about Nads. She'll
I
tell you,
bet she
mate.
does. What's going
Yeah.
on now, Davis? Good to see you.
Ah, how are you? Al he's out there, mate. He is putting the old touch controls together for various games, getting them out there, doing it. He's a one-man touch control monster, is what he
Nice.
is. What have you been playing this week? Well, hang on a minute. Hang on a
I'm
minute,
I'm
Ray.
gonna.
What did you go to the movies to see?
I saw, oh my God, I'm a huge fan for
Hmm.
28 days, 28 months, and I went and saw 28 years. I loved it.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm no spoilers, but I
No,
thought it was great.
I've heard good things.
I thought the last movies the stories were more exciting, but this was a
Okay.
good story, and
Okay.
they definitely had some really some jumps, a lot of jumps.
It's
What's
just
up,
Joe.
Joe?
Hey,
What's
bro.
up, Joe? A
Has
lot
it
of jumps.
been 28 years, genuinely, since the first film? Or is that just, because it fits the whole name thing,
I think it
convention?
just fits. I think it just fits the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I mean, it's been quite a
But
while.
they had two. I have a box set with the first two movies.
What are they going to do
So
next? 28 decades later.
who knows?
280 years. But the Cillian Murphy was in the first one, of course. Peaky Blinder
Mhm.
and
Yeah, yeah,
Oppenheimer as well.
yeah.
He's
Yes.
he's done some
I,
great
I
stuff. He's a
thought
great
I
actor.
thought I thought that when he was walking the streets of London and there
London,
was
yeah,
nothing, not a
yeah.
soul, not a soul. It was
He had 'em.
spooky and scary.
And you know what?
This
That was a they genuinely they didn't there wasn't CGI and they didn't clear London. They just had to wait for no traffic. They didn't have the money to say, "Oh yeah, could we?"
yeah,
Because you're right. I mean, it's on. I think it's Tower Bridge, the bridge that's just
right.
before the Houses of Parliament, right?
Well, 28 months. I think they're close to Scotland because I will throw this out. There
Okay.
was one Scotland soldier that was somehow over there, but
Oh.
it crossed over into the
On the
UK.
island,
Yes.
on their little
Yeah.
island with the
Yes.
causeway.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I just heard a review. I watched a review, but they said the ending is what, but they wouldn't say what. And I'm glad because
I'm
no
not
spoilers, no
not
spoilers.
spoiling, but you asked me what I was playing. I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
I don't have Death Stranding 2. But I never. I'm about on my PlayStation. I'm 75% done
Yeah,
with it, and on Amazon Luna. That's right, Amazon Luna. I
yeah.
actually got the director's cut. So I started
Ah,
playing.
for
I
the
started,
original.
yeah, I played the
Oh, so
director's cut.
good.
The director's cut has different vehicles, different
Extra
outcomes, and different,
dinosaurs.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've been playing that, and oh my god, I'm having a lot of fun
It,
playing it.
I mean, we've talked about this so many times. Funnily enough, I popped up in Cowboys stream. I think it was yesterday or the day before,
Hmm.
and there was someone in the chat. Who was it? It's Ron. Ron was in the chat, and I said, "Oh yeah, I've been playing Death Stranding." He said, "Oh god, I played that for an hour, and it was the most boring game ever." But the thing is, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I wouldn't, everybody is different, as we know, but we've
Yeah.
said it so many times with Death Stranding. It is such a unique game. You've got to play for a minimum of 10 hours, or you're just not going to get it. It's not going to get into once you play it over a period, though, it gets under your skin, and it's
Um,
so good. The story is
I
unbelievable.
I love scanning the landscape and then
Yeah,
mapping out the
yeah,
route that I'm gonna go.
yeah.
And then when you got the BBTs, when they try and squeeze you
Mm.
and you gotta shake them off, the baby, because you have a baby called a
Baby.
B. And I don't think people understand the connection with the baby and what he has. The main character has what is called his dunes. And dunes, you can detect the BBTs. That's the people coming from the
BTs.
dead. Yeah, the BTs. Thank you.
Yeah,
And the baby can recognize and start crying and let you
yeah.
know that they're near you. And so but when the baby gets upset, you have to shake the baby and
Yeah, in a
call
nice way,
them.
though. I mean, there's no,
No, dude,
no, no, no.
I
There's
was
no
like,
infanticide in this game.
I was like,
Infanticide.
so I'm actually playing with my Amazon Luna controller,
Oh,
and
nice.
you take the left stick and you just
Yeah.
shake it,
Yeah,
you
yeah. You
just
don't want to be
shake the
shaking
baby.
that old baby, mate. He'll have ice come round. I tell you now. No, but it's and Death Stranding 2, Stranded on the Beach or whatever it's called, which is it's a great successor. It is. I mean, it's back to Death Stranding, so a lot of that is still in there. I'm only 10, 11 hours in, I think.
Wow.
But it's but that's been casual playing because I've been extremely busy building websites and stuff. I haven't had a huge amount of time to play it. But you leave the baby home because the
Mhm.
baby Lou, as we now know her, is like a little baby now. She's like a
Yes.
proper little 2-year-old or 1-year-old, 18 months old, whatever. Because I mean, BB was like a fetus, wasn't it? It was like a
Yes.
pre-born
Hmm.
with a little umbilical cord and everything. So she's born, and you kind of leave her alone, at least initially. I don't know whether you hook up later, but you're in Mexico this time around. You start off in Mexico, and you liberate the various places with your Cupid, as you do. But it is amazing, and just loving it, mate. But they're gradually, as I say, 10 hours in, and I don't even think I'm through the tutorial yet.
Hmm.
We're still being introduced to a lot of the game. But yeah, it's massive. Absolutely fantastic. And there's even
Altars.
Australia, mate, isn't it?
Ooh, altars. Me and the boys
Oh,
been
what a game.
we're
Yeah,
loving
yeah.
altars. Just
It's
a
such a good game.
brilliant game.
And again,
Brilliant.
they've come up with something, even though it's kind of a survival base building thing. It is so different, and if you get into it, and you really do need to, it's so cleverly done as well. Beautiful game. I tell you, our Nordic friends from the shores of Scandinavia, boy, they come up with some great stuff, don't they, Ray? They
Yeah.
do. They're definitely
That's
worthy of a clap.
that's in my top 5 games of 2025. Altars
Yeah.
is in my top
Yeah,
5.
yeah. I'd say definitely my top 10, I would say. There's
Top
been a
10.
couple of
My
really
top
good
5.
games this year so far, but I'd say I'll put that one in my top 10.
Expedition 33 is my
Claire,
game of the year.
Claire Luna. Yeah, yeah,
Game of the year.
totally.
Game of the
No,
year.
I see. Now I'm gonna be biased towards Death Stranding because it's always been my top 3 games of all time, and
Mhm.
this is very much back in the original game with bells on. So that's a me personal thing, but
Mhm.
but yeah, it's so good.
I'm probably gonna get it this month. Death Stranding 2. Probably
Yeah,
gonna
well,
get
I
this.
see. I bought the deluxe edition so that I could play it a little bit earlier. But it's so good, mate, so good. But as I said, not everybody's cup of tea. Ron didn't like it. I know lots of people. It's one of those
Because they
games.
want because they want combat
Yeah,
and
different
they want
people, mate.
yeah.
Different people. Yeah,
I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I love just anything
Well,
that's
that was the
different.
thing they were debating on Ant's show. It was actually quite a good discussion. Where they were saying, this is the thing. There are people, particularly they were saying, if you've got a PlayStation, that sort of appeals more to people that
Mhm,
like the kind of games that Sony do, which are very story-based, exploration,
mhm,
narrative, versus they were sort of actually talking more about, say, the Nintendo, for example, because
mhm,
there's definitely the kind of gamer that likes Nintendo stuff. They like that old sort of arcade game type game.
right.
And you know what I mean. And then there's people, PC esports kind of guys. They just like the PvP. They like the challenge and the combat.
Yeah.
Different gamers for different platforms for different games,
That
mate.
that is true.
Nothing
But
wrong with any of them.
the thing about Death Stranding though, I used to love carrying as many boxes as I can to my limit and just try and balance it and walk it there. And
Yeah, it's
yeah,
actually quite hard. I mean, you can't imagine selling it to Sony, can you? Walking in, it's only look. You know what, mate? Because you are who you are, Kojima. We'll give it a crack, but it does sound the most boring game ever made. No, no, no. It's going to be really good. It's going to be yeah, all right. So it's great. It's got shades of Snake in it, and you're going to love it. Go on in, give him a few quid, see what he comes up with. But I just think it's one of the best games ever. Horses for courses. We've got some fantastic folk popped up in the chat,
yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Young Kevin, great to see Kev there.
I see
Raider
Charlotte.
guy.
I see Charlotte jumped in
You
here.
do. You have my youngest. She's just come in and waving away, bless her. Praise Kojima. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ryan. I think, well,
Rebirth.
he's a freaking genius. I wanted to play Red Dead Redemption 2 the other day, Ray. I thought, well, that's got to be easy enough. I shall because I've got the Steam version. Oh, no, actually,
Hmm.
tell a lie. Epic. So I thought, well, that's fair enough. I shall install it on my new PC, newish, not so
Hmm.
new anymore, and play it on there. But it was not to be so easy, Ray, because having installed it on there and fired it up, it said, log in. Log in to Rockstar Online. I thought, well, only to find that I no longer have the email that I registered with 10
No.
years ago or whenever it was,
Oh
2000 and
no.
whatever. I had to go through a round of proving ownership to Rockstar. I'm like, I've got the game. I've got it. It's literally installed here. But no. Oh, look, there's Mummy. There you go. Look, Rand saying hello to him. It's ending Mummy, but it's my dad's name because, the old folk work. But anyway, I did get it to work in the end. Bless them. I had to go through rounds and rounds of ownership proof. So I had a little play with that as well. But then along came Death Stranding. And that's taken up all of my attention, as it were.
Wow.
All good stuff. Should we get on with the news, Raymond?
Yes. Yes. Let's go.
Boom! There we are. Look at that. Game on! It's GeForce. Well, there's so much GeForce news today, Ray. Where do we start?
Oh, tell me about
You got
it.
2 minutes. Get on with it.
All right. Be nice. Game on.
There's nothing there.
GeForce
It's
Now.
rubbish.
The membership that keeps on delivering. Members can also enjoy summer savings with 5 supported titles in the Steam Summer Sale and catch 5 new games in the cloud. And then as you go, there's a picture of Elder Scrolls Online.
Yep. Did you play that, Ray? Is that a game of your choice or not?
You know what? There was beginning of the year, I was playing it. I actually streamed it, did a couple of shows, and then I stopped and I got into something else. I will be back, especially they have something coming up, and I'm gonna read about it for people who have a GeForce Now account. So here we go.
Did you get a pet sheep?
I don't know.
What's that? What's he got there? Is that a sheep?
I don't know. I don't know what.
That's another Molly from Alters.
I have no idea. This GFN Thursday rolls out a new reward and games for GeForce Now members. Whether hunting For a hot new release or rediscovering timeless classics, members can always find more ways to play, games to stream, and perks to enjoy. Gamers can score major discounts on the titles they've been eyeing. Perfect for streaming in the cloud during
Yes.
the Steam Summer Sale, running until Thursday, July 10th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. This week also brings unforgettable adventures to the cloud.
Yep.
We, Happy Few, and Broken Age are part of the 5 additions to GeForce Now library this week. The fun doesn't stop there. A new in-game reward for Elder Scrolls Online is now available for members to claim. And SteelSeries has launched a new mobile controller that transforms phones into cloud gaming devices with GeForce Now added to the roster of on-the-go gaming devices, including recently launched GeForce Now app on Steam Deck for seamless 4K streaming. Scroll into the power. GeForce Now premium members receive exclusive 24-hour early access to a new mythical reward in the Elder Scrolls Online Bethesda award-winning role-playing game before it opens to all members. Sharpen the sword, ready the staff, and chase Gloria across the vast,
Gloria? What's she got to do with it?
World of Tamriel. So bad.
Oh, Gloria.
Claim the mythical Grand Gold Coast Experience Scrolls reward, a rare item that grants a bonus of 150% experience points from all sources for 1 hour. The scroll effect pauses while players are offline and resumes upon return, ensuring every minute counts. Whether tackling dungeons, runs completely epic quests for leveling a new character, the scroll provides a powerful edge. Claim the reward, harness its power, and scroll into the next adventure.
Nice.
Members who opted into the GeForce Now reward program can check their emails for redemption instructions. The offer runs through Saturday, July 26th, while supplies last.
That's quite a long time. That's right.
Yeah.
Supplies last. They've only made 7.
Don't miss this opportunity to become a legend in Tamriel. Steam Up Summer! The Steam Summer Sale is in full swing. Snag games at discounted prices and stream them instantly from the cloud. No downloads, no waiting, just pure gaming bliss.
You bought anything in the Steam Summer Sale, Ray? Have you been purchasing?
It just started.
All the best deals go first hour, mate. You know what they're like. People queuing outside of Steam there.
That is true. What's going on, geek? Hey, yo. Check out the Steam Summer Sale row in the GeForce Now app to find deals on the next adventure. With GeForce Now gaming, favorites are always just a click away. While picking up discounted games, don't miss the chance to get a GeForce Now 6-month performance membership at 40% off. This is also the last opportunity to take advantage of the Performance Day Pass sales ending Friday, June 27th. You got tomorrow, folks, which lets gamers access cloud gaming for 24 hours before diving into the 6-month performance membership. We happy few. Find adventures, 2 distinct worlds where secret simmer and imagination runs wild are streaming onto the cloud this week. We happy few.
We used to play this on Stadia. Was it on
Stadia?
It goes back a while, isn't it?
I think it was on Stadia, man.
I think it was.
Was it? I remember playing it. I loved it. It was a really. It was kind of scary when they had to take the joy pills and, be all.
Always is, mate. At our age, taking a joy pill. That's scary.
That's what Trump's going to be issuing out joy pills in the future, folks. Watch out.
So true.
Step into the surreal, retro, futuristic streets of We Happy Few, where society obsessed with happiness hides its secret behind a mask of forced cheer and a haze of joy. This darkly whimsical adventure invites players to blend in, break out, and uncover the truth
Break
lurking
out.
beneath the surf of Wellington Wells. Broken Age. Broken Age spins a charming hand painted tale of two teenagers leading parallel lives in worlds at once strange and familiar. One of the teens yearns to escape a stifling spaceship, and the other is destined to challenge ancient traditions. With witty dialogue and heartfelt moments, Broken Age is a storybook come to life, brimming with quirky characters and clever puzzles. Each of these unforgettable adventures brings its own flavor, be it dark satire, whimsical wonders, or pulse pounding suspense, offering a taste of gaming at its imaginative peaks. Jesus. Stream these.
Come on, buddy. You're almost there. You can do this. You got it. I believe in you.
Stream these captivating worlds straight from the cloud and enjoying seamless gameplay. No downloads or high-end hardware required. Oh, man. An ultimate controller. Get ready for SteelSeries Nimbus Cloud, a new dual-mode cloud controller. When paired with GeForce Now, this new controller reached new heights. Designed for versatility and comfort and crafted specifically for cloud gaming, the SteelSeries Nimbus Cloud effortlessly shifts from a mobile device controller to a full-size wireless controller, delivering top-notch performance, broad compatibility across devices. The Nimbus Cloud enables gamers to play wherever they are, as it easily adapts to fit iPhones and Android phones, or collapse and connect the controller via Bluetooth to a gaming rig or a smart TV. Transform any space into a personal gaming station with GeForce Now and the Nimbus Cloud. Part of the list recommended products for an elevated cloud gaming experience.
Wow.
And this is the last game. Gaming never sleeps. System Shock 2, the 25th anniversary remaster, is an overhaul of the acclaimed sci-fi horror classic rebuilt by Night Dive Studio with enhanced visuals, refined gameplay, and features such as crossplay, co-op multiplayer. Face the sinister AI Shodan and her mutant army aboard the starship Von Braun as its cybernetically enhanced soldiers with upgradable skills, powerful weapons, and psionic abilities.
Hang on. I'll have a look. Psionic.
Psionic, thank you. Psionic abilities.
That's the fella.
Stream the title from cloud with GeForce Now for ultimate flexibility and performance. Look for the following games available on stream in the cloud.
Mate, how could they have put so many words together for 5 games? Wow.
I think he did a good job selling you on all the
mate, not as good as you did reading it out, though. Jeez. Listen, a quick shout out to Geek Disney. Bless him. He has been a Rokk Fan Plus team member, mate, for 35 months. You are the man. Thank you so much, brother. Wow, 35 months. I didn't even know we'd been alive that long, Ray.
Geek. I
Geek
know.
He's the man. That is so cool. Thank you so much, my friend. Absolutely amazing. But anyway, we've got five titles. I thought this week I'd try something. You didn't know this, Ray, I don't think. I thought I'd try something new. While you were reading, I was having a look at them on Steam on the screen so that people had something to look at while you were explaining them, which worked quite well, I thought. So we had a quick look at System Shock, and actually that was probably it, to be fair, because I don't think I lined the others up. Broken Age. Did I have a look at Broken Age? There it is. I meant to. That's the little cartoony illustration thingy. That's been out. It's been out for a while, this one, right? 28th of January 2014.
Very positive reviews. It's good to see.
It's a 11-year-old game, brother.
Wow.
I know. We've got rather a lot of old games on GeForce Now this week, haven't we? We've got.
But I've never. But you know what, guys? Here's the thing. Those old games you played on an old. Probably you played it in 380p or 480p or 720p, something old, and playing it on GeForce Now, you get to experience it in such better quality. Hell, some of you guys probably couldn't even play it because you didn't have the computer to play these games on.
Yeah, or they were zygotes and they didn't even have hands yet. They were swimming about. They were swimming about with Dad.
Exactly.
But then there's a point, because Ryan raises the point. I think it was Ryan who says, Reba had it on a Vita, so it probably wasn't even available on PC before then. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Lovely to see you. And Simply Pond, the legend, is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing, brother? Yeah, so no, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of these games that were originally on handhelds and stuff and lesser platforms now available to play on the big screen.
I want to go back and play We Happy Few. I actually enjoyed playing that game. That game was.
I did click the link and I got an error. Oh, it's bad. They got it up now. That's good. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. And then this was 2018, so it was actually already out when Stadia launched. But I am fairly sure it came out, or it was a Stadia game at some point.
I think I played it on my Xbox 360. I think I played it on my Xbox 360.
Yeah.
I think it.
Yeah. It's probably definitely going back to that era. Anyway, look, they've had 10,845 mostly positive reviews. It is a very iconic looking game. Very, as you say, it's semi-disturbing. But very, very well done. I don't think I actually ever played it, or if I did, I didn't play it for very long. You've played it, haven't you?
I played it, and I had a lot of fun, man. It is a really good title. And the people, for some of you guys that played, what was the game? South, with the young girl. She was in New Orleans or whatever.
Oh, the recent one.
Yeah,
south of South of
the
something.
People, Compulsion. The people who made that game.
Did they do that one?
They did We Happy Few.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. And they did that shadow-ish game thing as well, didn't they? The one where you run around shadow. Yeah, that's a really good game. No, this and Gearbox have published it, who of course Borderlands and stuff. So it's been kicking about for a while, this old fella. But any road up, it is the princely sum, very cheap, of $12-15 your side of the pond, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Let's see, what is it?
It's £11 for me.
Okay,
so
for
I'm
me,
gonna go around there.
For me, and it's loading. Come on, load. I got so many windows. Okay, here we go. In America, $14.99. $14.
Okay. Yeah.
So 75% off.
Yeah.
$15.
So it is what it is. I don't know how much it was when it originally launched, but either way, $15 for a Ray recommended game. Yeah, it's good. That South of the what's her name? What is that called? Such a good game. Such a good game.
South of Midnight.
South of Midnight. Thank you, Ray.
Yes.
That is the
Compulsion Games.
Compulsion Games. Sandwich Simulator. There we go. If you fancy simulating a sandwich, don't knock it till you try it, mate. This is, it's got mostly positive. It's only, let me see, it came out in May, so it's about a month old. And it hasn't got many reviews, but the ones it does have are 77% positive.
Wow.
I mean, what's not to love? It is what it is. You make sandwiches.
You know what? You know what? My first sandwich game was Burger Time. Remember Burger Time?
Was that a
it was
Stadia
an
game as well?
It was an arcade game, and you had to make burgers. You had to.
Oh, at the arcade, mate.
It was almost like
you had like half a pocket full of dimes to play some of the best games, and you went straight for the one where you had to make a burger. What?
SPG, all my retro guys out there, you remember Burger Time? It was
mate.
awesome.
Why when you're playing Time Shift or whatever it was called, and
I played some time. I played
you
that.
know, all the really good. You went for the burger making game.
Dude, I really liked it. How much is this sandwich game? $9.37. It is it's 33% off. It's a third off. You get a third off.
You've got it cheaper than us. You've got it cheaper than us. We've got it for $15.
Ooh, wow.
You've got it cheaper, brother. I don't know how, but you do. So well done to you for getting it. It's very unusual for us to have a game that's not price parity, isn't it? Normally I'll say to you, it's £12, and I know it's about $15, and it is.
Oh my God, you can make a hoagie. I like this. So you can bake bread. You can bake the bread. You can put the bread in a fruit.
I've never known anybody get so excited about making a sandwich. I love it. Oh dear. Onion rings, Ray. Onion rings, I tell ya. Stuff your Death Stranding and make yourself an onion ring. Wow. Was that David Bowie queuing up? It is. Look. David Bowie queuing up to get himself a sandwich. Look at that. I like a sandwich.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh,
Raise the armies.
You got to make everybody happy. I think you got to make everybody happy. You got to make sure they get their sandwiches on time.
Yeah. That's a bit like Dave the Diver. Have you played Dave the Diver, Ray, where you got to make sushi and stuff?
I watched the streams. I saw Dave the Dive streams.
You can play it. It's free on PlayStation.
Schedule 1, but sandwiches.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with a good sandwich simulator. But do you find, Ray, if you're playing a game that involves food, you know, like sandwiches or cakes, do you get hungry? Does it make you a bit peckish?
Dude, I'm hungry now just talking about it.
Wow. Sandwich simulator. Because in the States, when you talk about a sandwich, you talk about those huge subs and things, don't you? We talk about a little delicate triangle of bread with some spreaded cheese and cucumbers and stuff. What are you talking? What are you showing me there, man?
The foot long, man.
Yeah, of course you are. Of course you are, brother. So, yeah, we got the old System Shock. We've seen that one. We got Broken Age. Old. What's Easy Red 2 then? Oh, old. 2020.
Oh, my God. I have, you know what? I think I have this game. I got this game somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you may well do. I mean, it's 2020, but it looks like 1920.
But you know, look. I have if they're bringing certain games back so I can experience better, to get a better experience, I'm all for that. Yeah,
I know. I am only slightly ribbing. At the end of the day, you may own this game. You may have bought it back in the day, and you've not played it forever because you can't be bothered to install it and take up space. Now you can play it on GeForce Now in the cloud. No need to install it, so that's fair enough, mate. Single player, first person shooter, and it's an indie. Marco, look at this, mate. It says developer Marco Amadei. Do you think it was one dude that made this?
No. I don't think it was one dude.
Do you think maybe it was Marco and Amadea?
I think there was maybe like 300 guys. He's like, you know what? I'm paying all you guys. I'm gonna name this app. This is my cup. I'm the developer. I'm gonna name it after me.
Raise Games. Why not, mate? Like the original. No, it does have that feel, doesn't it? It has the whole original Medal of Honor feel, and they were good times, mate. I used to enjoy the early the early versions. I
Yeah.
liked it when they put you in with people of a similar level, and then the people that were really good kicked off and said, "No, we like massacring the meat." And that was the end of it for me. I couldn't be bothered with it anymore, man. I go in there and get my ass whooped. That's not how I roll. Anyway, there you go. So that was that. Not the biggest GeForce Now, but it is the summer, and there's plenty of other stuff to come. So let me just close a few of these tabs down. Let's go and see what our friends at Cloud Dosage are looking at today. Raymond, we love Cloud Dosage, don't we?
We sure.
That was the one. Bad Company 2. Best game ever. Mate, I'm not going to say it's the best game ever, but that was, without a shadow of a doubt, my favourite PvP experience of all time.
Yeah,
Love
I
that
agree.
game. Is that the one where you got to go and get gold and stuff? You got a you've got this bunch of it's in a World War II, and you've got a bunch of shady dudes, and you can
mercenaries,
resurrect gold and what have you, and that was so much fun, and it was really quite fun, and it had the original where you could destroy walls and stuff. It wasn't just cloud; bricks would fall around you.
I remember this, dude. Oh my god, Battlefield 4, when they had the city crumble, and I mean, they just got crazy graphics and stuff.
Story. That was the one. I love that game, mate. You're so right. You are so right. I'm definitely, that is my favourite PvP of all time, I reckon. And they did have a Vietnam PvP expansion coming up straight away after this one. You were absolutely right. I remember playing a bit of that as well. It was good. Well, good shout there. See, that one I would definitely play again if that came to GeForce Now. Maybe it's there, mate. Maybe it's there. I did own it at some point, but I don't remember how or when or why. Cloud Dosage. We were almost in the process of giving them a little nod, and then I got all excited because Simply Pwned referred to one of my favourite games. Why do we love Cloud Dosage, Ray?
Because there are wonderful sponsors.
It's Ronald in the house.
Roy!
There he is. Cloud Gaming run really good. PlayStation Cloud Gaming is the best, my friend. There's no question of that. And they're very quiet about it. That's the weird thing. You play in it, you stream it, and it's like it's on your console. It's most weird. But, I mean, they've got their reasons, I suppose. They don't want to show it back. They are our sponsor. You're right, Raymond. It's the second time you've had a crack at that one, and I ruined it. But we love them. We love them dearly. They, young John Scar did a brilliant article earlier. Here it is, over here. How Gen Z and Gen Alpha are changing the way we game. And it genuinely is a really good... I actually shared it with my colleagues. And he goes into some detail here with some stats and stuff, which is really good. Because we are Gen X, Ray, born 65 to 80. Then you got the millennials. They were up to 1994, 81 to 94. Then you've got the Gen Zs from 95 to 2009. And then the latest ones, the alphas. These are the ones that I'm predominantly teaching. Now, they are a breed. They are a breed in and of themselves. They are the alphas. Very interesting mob. So they're 14, 15-year-olds now. So they're just coming up to my teaching. And they're interesting. They are, but this is what I found interesting. Some of these stats. It might be difficult to see these. As you'd imagine, the younger you are, the more you are likely to be a gamer. So the alphas, 94% of them they consider themselves gamers. Gen Z's 86%, millennials 85%. Then it drops massively, Ray, down for us, down 67%. And then the boomers, they're 50%, but they're playing Candy Crush. I mean, they're playing. They're not into the kind of games we're playing, mate.
No.
Jem is in the house as well. Hello, Jem. I'm going to say that I'm going to put Jem in the millennials bracket. I'm going to. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm putting Jem in the millennials bracket. I think I'm putting Ryan in the Gen Z. I'm thinking somewhere around there, maybe. And you and me are Gen X. There's no question of that.
No.
Well, no. Ryan thinks Dave thinks he's a Y, and he's more of a question than a letter. I think it was. Why? By the way, David, you don't have to say online, but how did the job interview go, mate? I hope it went well. Jem is a millennial. I was right. There we go. Pretty good stuff. But this is a really interesting article. Definitely worth a read. I mean, look at the effort that John's put into this. One of the best articles I've read on Cloud Dosage for a while. And look, Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Yes.
John has done a review, and I haven't read the review, so I'm going to go to the bottom and see what he thought in the summing up. It builds on the original without changing much of the formula. That's true. Story goes to wild places. I did mention Australia, didn't I?
Yeah.
Is dinosaur a category? It probably is, mate, if I'm honest.
I like one of the pictures where you can build a bridge, and I'm seeing that in the picture you still get you get to build, and
the roads and the bridges and stuff.
Yeah.
The combat, there's more combat in this one, Ray. So you've got a proper gun, but like the original, which is really cool, you don't kill anybody, you just put them to sleep. They just have a snooze, which is good, but you've got to watch out because they can come back on you if you're around the area for too long. You've still got time fall from the rain when everything erodes and you have to repair it. Yeah. Remember, you used to like bum around on your bike and then you'd come back to it and it was all rusted.
Yeah.
You build 100 bridges and you know what? There's a punchline. There's a punchline coming. And you get lots of likes as well. But this is good. He's given it 4.3 out of 5. Dude, 5's perfection, so I'm happy with that.
Gameplay, presentation, performance, got all the stars.
All the stars and performance. Yeah. At the moment, it's only PlayStation only. Sony did stump up the dosh at the end of the day.
Gotcha.
It is a Sony production, and it will eventually spread its little wings. But I wouldn't hold your breath for a good 12 months, which is why it's the first time I've bought a PlayStation game in as long as I can remember. Other than like I paid $10 to get the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster thing and all that. I'm happy to do that, but I resent paying $80 when normally you can get it for PC on CD keys for $40. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying. It's just the way we rock. What else? 11 more titles join PlayStation Cloud Gaming. Of course, they do the GFN thing. This brilliant article from John Scar, who's he. There's something here about Jack Black, who I'm not a fan of, to be honest, but anyway.
And I wanted to add something, guys. Cloud Dosage right now has a contest. I think you got a couple of more days left, but they have a giveaway for a Backbone Pro.
Wow.
It's a Backbone Pro.
Wow.
So if you go on their socials,
Twitter or no, they're mainly BlueSky these days, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you get, and they're giving you a chance. They're giving you a chance for 12 entries. If you follow them on X, Tumblr, Facebook, or whatever, just give them a like, follow, and hopefully you can win. And
Backbone's connected to your Dosage.
Dude, I'm so mad because I get the Backbone, and then they make a Backbone that's thicker, and it's bigger buttons, bigger everything.
The Xbox version is kicking about, isn't it?
They have an Xbox version, they got a PlayStation version, but they now have a new improved. They made it thicker.
But the problem is, you still, I'd have to wear like magnifying glasses to play any game.
Oh my god! You know what?
Binoculars.
Look. They're not. They're not for old people. They're for people who got 20/20 vision.
Rub it in. I can't see anything, mate. It's not on. I can't be doing with this. Oh no, it's for younger folk. It's for the the millennials and the Gen Zs and the Y. Y chromosome, which is young David there. Fast Fusion game reviews. Oh yeah, Senwa Saga. It's coming out in August, enhanced. If you didn't get to play Hellblade 2, very, very good. Not as good as the first one though. Over too quickly for my book. I do love the whole Senwa because of course Xbox bought them. Talking of Xbox, I don't know if maybe it's on this page, maybe it's not on this page. No, it's not. But there was some sad news yesterday, Ray. They've announced they're laying off another chunk of folk. And it's a difficult one, obviously, but I don't know whether it's because shareholder value or because that 65 billion that they paid was just a tad more than they could afford.
Sony did their layoffs, Xbox did their layoffs. There's going to be more. I mean, that's unfortunately, it's just really sad, but that's what they do that. They do that.
Yeah, well, there's tariffs and and post-COVID as well, because so many people were playing games during lockdown that they piled in developers and stuff, and then after nobody's been playing as many.
But Rokk, if you spend millions and millions of dollars on a game and then you cancel it, or if it doesn't do well,
there's been a lot of that, mate. You're so right. PlayStation are giving away Diablo 4, mate.
Yeah,
how cool is that?
I saw that.
See, here's the thing I love about PlayStation, Premium, Extra, Essential, etc. All right, they give away amazing games, but the problem is I've already played them by the time they're given away. I've finished Diablo 4. I mean, I would love to have played that first time around for free, but I think we got it for free. Do you mean, what? Xbox on Game Pass?
When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, okay." But I'm upset. I don't have King of the Fighters, so
that one.
Yes.
King of the Fighters 15.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't like the old sort of battle-y stuff, mate. It's not my ball bag.
I like my son. He likes to challenge me in Mortal Kombat and stuff. So me and my son.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Me and my son.
If you have a youngster in the family, then this kind of game is fun because you can couch and play in each other and stuff. Right. That's all fair, Matt. That's a fair, Matt. But what about this Jusant game then?
And that is the game I'm interested in because I haven't. Yeah, it's a PS5 game. Yeah. I'm paying for Plus, so I might as well check it out.
Yeah. And it does look good. I watched a trailer for it, and I mean, again, for those of you, hello Ron, that aren't into Death Stranding and stuff, you may not find it that exhilarating because you are climbing a lot, but you've got to find the best route and dingle dangle from your finger. Talking of dingle dangle, Ray, did you went to see 28 Years Later, which was directed or written by Danny Boyle. Now, what was the film he also did with that chap who got caught in a ravine, ended up having to chop his arm off with a baked bean lid?
Oh my God! I don't know the title, but I remember reading the article about the guy.
The real guy.
And then I remember them doing the movie, and I remember my wife asking me, if I had the ball, could I do that? And I'm like, no. They would find me either dead or half dead or like, there is no way I'm chopping my arm or leg off.
Oh,
man.
That one scene in that film when you feel the pain, oh man. I mean, you can keep all your horror movies because that was... Yeah. Anyway, Cloud Dosage, as always, I've got you covered. And literally, I don't get emails. I don't get as many emails from anybody else. I do these guys. The content they create is unbelievable. Claire Obscure wins Game of the Year for Simply Pwned. With my top 3 titles, I can read it, don't worry. Will be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Claire Obscure, and The Altars. All 3 amazing. It's a good game. It's a good year for games.
PlayStation has their upcoming big game coming out.
Which one?
The Ghosts.
No, mate. Death Stranding 2. Hands down. Ghost. Flipping Ghost. Right. And in that game do you get to make a clay pot with, like, because that was
Whoa! What's your hand? Stop!
in
Stop.
Ghost. That's what
Stop.
they're doing in
Yeah,
Ghost.
will you stop? Stop it! Stop doing it! Stop! No, we're not doing the hand. Yeah, stop with the hand. Just say Ghost. We don't need the hand clay.
Molly and Sam are making a clay pot in Ghost.
No, stop.
It's a lovely film, mate.
Stop
it's a
it.
lovely film.
Stop it.
Sam and Molly.
No.
You know he died in real life. Do you think she was ever haunted by him? Like the actress. Do you think she ever, she's out doing the old clay pots and feels the breath of Patrick?
You know what?
Down the pot.
Oh my God.
You never know, mate. You don't know. I don't know about what comes after. There could be 1 million ghosts making clay pots in heaven. Just doing their thing with a pot.
I picture Patrick Swayze dancing with the who was the fat comedian that
Mashed
died?
potato.
Who is it?
The fat comedian that died.
Yeah,
Oliver Hardy.
No, he used to be on. They used to compare him to Jim Belushi, and he was extremely funny.
John Candy.
Okay, not John. Who's?
He was a fat comedian.
Not John Candy.
He was good though.
Who played in The Ninja? He played as a fat ninja in the movie. What? Oh my God, Chris Farley. Thank you.
I don't know who's Chris Farley.
I
don't know who Chris Farley is.
Okay. I need you to look up Chris Farley.
I'm doing it right now.
Patrick Swayze dancing at Chippendales.
What?
Dancing at Chippendales. Yes.
Chris Farley.
Yes,
and Patrick Swayze
dancing at Chippendale. Chippendale dancers.
Swayze
Chippendale
dancing at. Yeah, but they're semi-naked men, mate. Do we really want to get taken off the air?
No, they're not going to be naked. It was one of my favorite.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. One of my favorite moments on Saturday Night Live.
Chris Farley and Patrick Swayze famously danced together in the iconic Chippendales audition sketch on Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
October 27, 1990, a classic. Says Primo. How are you, Leo?
Primo?
Good to see you, brother. Okay, I'm going to risk this one, but if it's that famous, we're almost certainly going to get... Well, this is just the Chippendales. Oh, there he is.
I don't know where the hell you're at.
No.
You go on this Saturday Night Live.
I'm not being funny, but I reckon this is a photo taken after the fact. He ain't looking too healthy there, is he?
Yeah, that was way before.
Huh?
Where are you
Comedy
at?
sketch. Yeah, but this is the trouble when you go into Wikipedia, because these links take you into all sorts of weird places, don't they?
Yeah.
This is actually this photo up here of the chips.
I don't want to see. I wanted to see the comedy sketch, not the Chippendale guy.
I'm trying to find it. I was going to say that looks like me and my lecturer buddies on college.
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah, get out of here. Oh, hang on. Epic store time, Raymond. Free games for all. Let's get out of the Chippendales.
Sable. Wonderful game. I enjoyed Sable, which was on Stadia. I remember playing that on Stadia.
It was on Stadia, you're right.
Amazing game.
I've already got it, mate. Look. I've got it in my library.
Yeah, same here.
But it is a great game. Yeah.
It's a great game.
This was $20. This is actually a decent value game they're giving away. Yeah. Embark on a unique and unforgettable journey and guide Sable through her... I didn't realize it was a her. Through her gliding, a rite of passage that would take her across vast deserts and mesmerizing landscapes capped by the remains of spaceships and ancient wonders.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous, isn't it?
I enjoyed putting the hover bike together and going across there. That was... Man, just a very underrated game. This game was beautiful and well done. Game. Yeah.
There is no reason not to pick this one up for free. I mean, we do anyway, but this is such a good game. I might even download this and give it another little play, Ray. I didn't realize I owned this little puppy. Ryan's given it 1, 2, 3, 4. He's given it 8 out of 10. with his hands up, as he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. That's a good one this week from our friends at Epic. It's an Epic giveaway. And then next week's, oh, look at that. They're giving away Figment.
Another great game.
I finished that game. It's such a good game. It's a lovely little game, that is. I think
Oh
it's
my
another Scandinavian jobby.
Yeah. No, you're
They
right.
do good games, don't they?
Yep.
They do good games, don't they? Right, there we go. Raymond, that was the news. I think we go over to Race Brace now and have some more reviews.
Oh my god.
That was good. I like that. Who have we got this week?
Man, I'm streaming the internet looking for cloud gamers, and I find this kid. I said, "Oh my god!" At the time, he only had 3 subscribers, and I said, "Let me check this kid out."
Does.
He is CAA online, and the reason why I'm praising him is because just like my son, guys, my son he's at school at home, and the school sends out computers. And so these kids, they want to play games on their computers, but his computer that he had, it blocked him from playing games, except he was able to play Boosteroid. And so one of the shorts, and if you look at it, it says school blocks games, Boosteroid fixes it. So I watched that video, and it's him explaining. It's him explaining, like, I'm blocked. I can't play no games. And he's showing you that he's blocked.
Nice. So, yeah, you see, so he has been able to bypass, because it isn't a game. At the end of the day, he's visiting a website, isn't he? This is the clever thing.
Yeah. So.
Very, very clever.
So he was explaining about Boosteroid and about the price and about the 4K. I can play in 4K, and
bless him.
He's just happy that he was able to.
This is probably this guy. He's now got 5. That's lovely. Thank you, whoever else has followed. This guy, bless him, has probably got the least subscribers that you've ever praised. No, that's why sad.
And you know what? I want the kid one day to go in there. He's like, "Whoa, what is all these people?"
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? He goes, he went to bed. He had 3 subscribers. It's been like that for years. He wakes up and he's suddenly got 350 subscribers. Just imagine his face.
Yeah, I was just excited. I was just excited because he was able to find Boosteroid, and he's like all these games, and so he was able to play on his school PC, on his little school laptop. And also, he loves playing Fortnite. He reminded me of my son. My son
I can
plays.
See that.
He plays Fortnite.
He and the thing is as well is it's another example of where cloud gaming fills a need.
Yes,
doesn't it? There's not all of us. Even if you've got the computer, not everybody is allowed to use it for gaming. And so cloud gaming. I mean, not that we're necessarily condoning it on private property, but it's not hurting anybody. It's not installing any games. And the thing I love about it, Ray, there's no chance that you're going to get any kind of virus on your machine by playing in Boosteroid or GeForce Now.
No,
never going to happen.
No,
it's all good, clean, fun gaming.
It's
he now has 6 subs. That's nice. Thank you guys.
So CAA, congratulations! You get my praise, but don't be playing games while you're in class.
Yes, no class, mate. I tell you what, the kids at our college, they don't know what's about to hit them, because when we go back after the summer holidays, they're not allowed to have their phones in class. They're not definitely not allowed to play games. We're cutting right back on it because it's the latest gens, mate. It's the alphas, and the Z's. They are the little terrors. Lovely, but terrors.
When I was a district managers have to go and visit their stores, and so I happened to go into the office, and there's a guy. He didn't even know I walked in, and I looked, and he's sitting there playing on the Nintendo Switch. And I said, "What are you doing?" are you playing video games while you're on the clock? And he's like, "Oh." And I said, come here. I need to talk to you right now. And so we go in the back, and I'm opening up my backpack, and I pulled my Nintendo Switch, and I said, "What?" I said, "What's your Switch? What's your game code? What's your Switch ID number?"
Account, nice.
And he's like, "Oh, look." He thought he was in trouble. I'm like, "Yeah, look."
Wow.
But I said, "Look, don't let customers, don't be playing on the clock. You play on
Yeah.
your lunch or your break."
You were like an early version of Ice, mate, weren't you? I mean, it was like, that poor guy thought he was getting deported.
No,
He was getting kicked out to El Salvador. Yeah. Oh, well, what a fantastic... I don't know how Ray does it. He finds these amazing people to praise. Bless him. Another fantastic one. So there you go. Don't forget, guys, let's go back quickly, very, very quickly. Any excuse to get that little video. Don't forget CAA online. You got it right at the top there. Look.
Yeah.
In fact, that's a typo up there. So it's good job we came back. Let me delete that D. There we go. CAA is online. There you go. That's your boy. Give him a sub. Bless him.
What generation would you say he is?
He's a Z. He's too old for an alpha.
Right.
So he's a Z. You've got to be 14, 15 for an alpha.
Right.
But you know, very close. He's definitely in that space. I'm just refreshing to see we've got. No, he's still on 6. Never mind. There we are, Raymond. Another amazing trip down Gaming Avenue. Gaming Avenue. It's Young Ant. We were talking about you just now, Brody, weren't we? I'm saying how I popped into his show. We were debating on Nintendo Switch versus PlayStation, if you wanted to get rid of one, and it was a good show. I enjoyed that.
Nice.
Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're keeping well in Florida. Rokk is the generation whisperer. Yes. Yeah, like a horse whisperer for gamers. That's me. The horse with the game whisperer. I like that. I might have to do a show on that. That would be Rokk does gaming ASMR. That would be
dude, I'm telling you, you have
depressing.
the voice. You have the voice.
Yeah, but I tried an ASMR channel. I actually got over 1,000 subs. This is true. I did really well. I got over 1,000 subscribers, and then YouTube demonetized it because they said, "Oh, but you're just using music and video, and it's not very creative."
You got to go out. You got to go out in nature, like a beach. Look at that. Do you hear that?
I did that. I did a lovely beach one, mate. I literally filmed. I literally filmed me on the beach, and I don't know why they didn't like it. No, I'll show you. I'll quickly show you. If we go back to your channel, here it is. So go back to news. Right. So here was my channel. 963 subscribers. Lost a few. I haven't done any videos on it for a while, but I did. Look, I did this kind of a thing. A calming mountain stream.
No, Rock. It has to be your voice. You talking over the stream and the rocks.
Yeah, but I did do that as well. I did. Where am I in? Oh yeah, it's deep sleep hypnosis. All right, this is me. Hang on.
Let me hear it.
Can you hear it? No.
Okay. All right.
You can't.
All right.
You can't hear it. I've got me in there doing a deep sleep hypnosis thing. 97 views. It's got a few comments. Look.
Yeah.
Martina,
you know what, hey, Rock? You know what? You want to get views? Let me tell you what you do.
Yeah, naked.
There's a certain website. Do your ghost clay animation with your hands over and over again. You're gonna get a lot of views doing that, Rock. You're gonna do a lot of.
You're probably right, mate. Maybe I shouldn't though. Maybe that's the thing we shouldn't be doing. Oh, buddy, buddy of mine. What have you got coming up this coming week?
You know what? I really enjoyed. I streamed FC Firebreak last Saturday.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed playing it. I had fun. I had fun playing it.
Yeah, that's good game.
I might do that. I've been playing a lot of PUBG with my mates and having a great time playing it. Uh, yeah, I really enjoy playing that. But alters, Dune: The Awakening, and definitely going to get Death Stranding 2 for my PlayStation.
Yeah, it is good, mate.
But,
Oh,
yeah,
well, no, let me curtail that by saying if you enjoy the first one, you will enjoy it. If you
I,
didn't, you won't. There's no question of that. It's as much more of the same. It's not for everybody. But if you
mhm.
did enjoy it, then you'll love it. If you
I,
didn't,
I,
then you won't.
I, you know what? I'll be honest. When I first heard about it, I was like, dude, what is this? I don't want to. All you're
What, Death
doing is
Stranding?
walking. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then when I actually started playing and I
Yeah.
started understanding the story, I'm like,
Yes.
I'm hooked. They got me.
It is a good game. I mean, it's unique.
How's
I
the
mean,
soundtrack? The music, I
yeah,
remember
all
in the
new
one.
soundtrack.
Okay. Oh
All
my
new,
god.
all and again, same as the first one. A lot of indie bands and
Okay.
artists. So there's lots of stuff that, particularly when you go on the long journeys, then they tend to kick
Mhm.
in. But there's lots of music that you will have never heard before, which is really good. They've got a new main title track, which is really good as well.
Ooh.
It's
Okay.
awesome. I enjoy it. I mean, I might go and play a little bit in a minute after I've had my tea.
Yeah. I'm. What do I got? I'm gonna have. I haven't had breakfast, so I'm gonna have my breakfast slash brunch. It's gonna be
What are you
brunch
going to
now.
have for breakfast, Raymond?
I'm thinking about doing some waffles, sausage, and maybe toasting eggs.
Now, listen, was that advised by your doctor?
Um, the doctor. You know what?
Waffles,
The doctor
sausage and egg.
actually, he told me to, you got to get out and walk. He says, he says, what do you do a lot? He says, I game. I sit in a gaming chair.
Yeah.
I sit in Discord. I talk a lot, and I just play
Hmm.
games. He says, you got to get out, and so, and you got to move around. So that's what I got to do. So,
Do you know what I have for breakfast, Ray? I'm envious of your waffle sausage and egg. I have a
what's that?
bowl of bran,
Hey,
but it's good for the movements, mate. It keeps the movements
I
regular.
my wife is always asking me when's the last time. I'm like, none of your business. None of your
Bran is
business.
good for us older folk. You have to keeps the parts oiled. You know
Oh
what I'm
my god.
saying? It's all good.
God.
You got to have the bran with a bit of banana. I slice up
Yeah.
a banana.
Well, I'm thinking about next month going into the doctor and have them.
What, shoot you?
What? Go up in there.
Colonic irrigation.
Yes.
Oh. See, I think it would be really good if they accidentally put the power washer up and it came out your mouth and it shot out your mouth. And that would be like an amazing fountain. They could just put you in the reception and people would pay to come and see the amazing
Oh my
ray
god.
fountain. That would
No.
be really good.
Sorry. Anybody eating lunch or brunch or breakfast or whatever dinner?
Yeah,
I
don't blame me.
apologize.
It was
I
Raymond who wanted to do
apologize. I
it.
apologize.
David swapped Greek yogurt, muesli berries, and honey. And Aussie doesn't
Ooh.
think I could stomach bacon and eggs. Yeah, mate, I know. Americans. It's Americans, David.
Hey, you stop.
They get
Care.
off on sandwich simulating games. You know what I'm saying?
He getting
You're gonna
through.
get probed. You probably would. You could. Yeah, you might get probed by an alien.
Colonic
You never know.
irrigation.
Right. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm too busy at the moment to do much more than this here show. But Ray's apparently going to get his butt power washed. Genuinely. And that was a game not that long ago. They could do an extension, couldn't they? It could be like DLC. Could be the DLC for that power wash game, Ray's butt.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be good. I'd pay $5 for that.
Hey, look, man. The worst thing is the doctor telling you some bad news. So I don't want to get no bad news. Man.
No, I was given equally. I've got to go in for an op, but because you see, if you had that power washer, I'm just wondering, as they slap that thing up between your cheeks, whether it would be like this.
Oh my god! Well, you son of a. You know what?
I think that is almost the whole thing reenacted.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh my god!
and then the little laugh at the end. That'll be so good. Right, let's get the hell out. Thank you so much. We had a
Thank
fantastic
you,
audience
everybody.
today, right?
Thank you. And it was good to see Primo,
Yeah.
Cowboy, David, Rockner,
Oh,
your
amazing.
family members, Rock, Reaver,
Geek to Sneak.
Geek to Sneak,
Everybody,
Cloud and
fantastic.
Console,
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so
Cowboy,
much, guys.
and now your mama knows, Cowboy.
And now your mama knows. Yeah. Yeah, man. But he's unique. There is nobody else like him on YouTube. The man is unique. And lovely chapper there. Right, Raymond.
Yes.
Say goodbye, Raymond.
Say goodbye, Raymond.
Goodbye, Raymond.